morning. I'm trying to get creative. It's starting to snow outside, so it wasn't outside today. It's probably snowing harder where some of you might be. It's Monday morning, and we've been doing these 9 at 9s for about a week now. My name is Pastor Lori Kochanski. I'm the assistant to the bishop for Faith Formation. And we are all taking turns every day, spending a little bit of time with you, just being present, noticing where we are right now, and just helping you to have a place to ground yourself if you haven't found one already. I know this weekend there have been a lot of great opportunities throughout our Synod for folks to be in worship with God, and I am so thankful for that and for the leaders who are out there doing this work of keeping us connected and grounded. This week we begin virtual office hours. Today I will have office hours at 1 and Julie Grindle will have them at 3. Tomorrow the bishop will meet with roster leaders at 1, and then this is an opportunity for lay folks to talk with our bishop through Zoom. The connections are at the top of the website page. If you go to our website, virtual office hours, click and you can figure it out. And then Norma Malfatti will meet with people as well, and Michelle Josephson will meet with folks on Friday. We continue to be here as you need. Now, why am I looking up at you, and where am I? I'm at my loom. I'm going to back up and say, though, that I had a tough time waking up this morning. And I was laying there, and all of a sudden, I think this is how you know I'm a pastor at heart. I heard and thought about this scripture text where Jesus came back to the disciples after he had asked them one thing: keep awake. And they were sleeping. And it didn't quite motivate me to jump out of bed, but it reminded me that in this time, my own personal way of being is sometimes to go to sleep. Maybe literally or figuratively, both some days, and to not want to get up because there's a lot. But then I pulled on my mindfulness practice, and part of what I try to do every day is to figure out how to not rehearse the future and how to be present right now. In essence, I think it is what Jesus was trying to remind the disciples. This is hard. But we're together. This is hard, but I'm here and this is my road. And I want you to be on it with me. Not to say we shouldn't take breaks, which is why I'm at my loom. Because in between the Zoom technology calls, my soul needs something else. Not that I don't love working with my colleagues, I do. But my soul needs to be fed in other ways. And one of the ways I get fed is weaving. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't know, so if you don't want to see, I'm working with a black yarn right now. This is my loom that's not in my studio, which I miss like my part of my heart, but I'm staying home for those who need me to, my spouse included. And so here I am with my loom, my travel loom, the one I've taken to the farmer's market, to the local craft beer place, to the local ice cream shop, and spent time weaving. But before I can weave anything, like this beautiful stole, which is made up of stuff from 10 women who are roster leaders in ministry, who are celebrating this 50, 40, 10 year in significant ways, learning how to be a minister in this new day and age, which just started a few weeks ago. Before I can make this, I have to have something on my loom. It's called a warp, and so I'm in the process of warping. And the thing about warps that teaches me a lot about life is that they have to be strong. You can put anything on a warp, weave anything in, and I've woven pieces of glass, buttons, zippers, t-shirts, wedding dresses. But until I do that, I have to do this hard work of the warp, which is the base. And within the warp is a cross. Yep, that's a loom, weaving, technology, term, the cross. So the warp has a cross, and if the cross isn't right or there, weaving can't happen. The cross is when the yarns go like this. And you need a cross. and you need a strong warp. So that's where my work connects with my faith and my life and my days these days. Creating this strong warp reminds me of the strength that I've gained through work with many of you who are listening right now. And more importantly, with God, who wakes me up, calls me to be and to do, but mostly just to be in the world and to notice and be curious and try not to sleep more than necessary. Now, lest you hear this as a judgment, if sleep is your place, do it. Because I think we all just need to do the things we can. And for me, it's being awake and it's making things that have a strong base that might not have a purpose quite yet, but a purpose that will be revealed. And then once I have that strong base, I weave stuff in it. Curious stuff, beautiful stuff, yarn from all over our country. And I think and I pray. So this day, I pray you find ways to keep awake, to nourish your soul, to maybe make something, to stop, to pay attention, to be, to work hard at not rehearsing the future, but to be in the now of who God and how God is calling us to be. So perhaps over these next weeks, you will get to see the progress of this thing on my loom. But right now, I gotta warp and focus on the cross. So blessings on your day. Tomorrow, the bishop will be back, and I know he's a popular one for these 9 at 9s. So please be here and hear what wisdom and care he has to give and share. And then Norma will also take a turn, and Julie will join us with her wonderful music. And we'll continue to be here until it's time for us to stop. But we're here.